DLC 17, my boys. This is a DLC that we really don't know much about besides the fact that at some point in time it will happen because it was put out on the Bandai website. For those who may not have seen this, most of you guys should have by now, but just in case there's anybody out there who has not seen this, on the Bandai website when they were celebrating 10 million sales for both Xenoverse and Fighters, at the bottom of the Xenoverse article it says, now in its 7th year after its launch, the game continues to maintain 1 million monthly active users. With many fans continuing to enjoy the game will continue to update and improve to provide a deep and lasting gameplay experience. Now that last line is obviously what we are focusing on when it says the game will continue to update and improve to provide a deep, lasting gameplay experience. They're basically telling us straight to our faces that this game is not done. There will be more updates to come, and of course, what does come with updates on Xenoverse 2? DLCs. So DLC 17 will be happening. It's just, again, a matter of when will this DLC actually happen. And in today's video, I may have a little bit of insight to that because, well, you know, I like to do my digging and like to go through the past of Xenoverse and see how past DLCs were handled to kind of formulate and come up with like a hypothesis, I guess you could say, when future DLCs will actually come out. And I have a very good feeling that DLC 17 definitely will be dropping this year, and we should most likely be getting some news either sometime at the end of this month, which is possible since news comes out now on the Dragon Ball official site first, as opposed to VJump or anything like that, or the beginning of next month, sometime in next month, because I do fully expect that this DLC would most likely drop in 2023. And here is why. Xenoverse 2 has done something since it has come out each and every single year except one when it comes to DLCs, and that is release a holiday DLC pack, because we're going to go through it. We're on the Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 wiki, and I did look up the release dates individually. Like at first I had a bunch of different tabs open for you guys that I was going to take a look and show you through the years of DLCs releasing in the holidays, but then I came across this and figured this would just be much easier to show you guys that every holiday season there has been a DLC release for this game except 1 year, and that 1 year was a bit of a special one, and you'll see why. Now first and foremost, we got DLC 1 releasing in December 20th of 2016. When the game came out, the very first DLC for the game dropped in the holiday season. The reason they do this is because they know during the holidays more kids are more likely to get money from their parents for whether it's Christmas or, you know, I don't know, maybe some people get money for Thanksgiving. I really don't know. People do Black Friday shopping, so maybe that's why as well. But every holiday season there has always been that DLC, and I'm assuming it's because Bandai does know that, well, more people will be able to buy the DLC during that time. So the first one was December of 2016, right? Now we're in 2017. I believe we got to go to pack 5 for, yeah, DLC 5 released December of 2017. Now let's look for the 2018 DLC that released in the holiday season. DLC 8 released December 19th of 2018. So now we're moving on to 2019 to see if there was a holiday release. And what? Here we are again. December 12th, 2019. DLC 10 was released on that date. Now, here's where we get a little bit different, I guess you could say. Things get a little bit interesting, because after DLC 10, obviously, as it says right here, DLC 11 didn't come out till 2021. Technically, 2020 did not have a DLC at all, because remember, DLC 11 to us is actually the Supreme Kai of Time free update. Bandai and Dimps messed up the promotion of that update, and at the time we're calling it like the 11th DLC or 11th update or something like that, so we always called it DLC 11, even though technically it was just a free update. Now that came out in August 26th of 2020, in 2020. So that one was the only year, 2020, it was the only year where there was no actual DLC release and no December or holiday season DLC release as well. But again, that was a bit of a special one, because technically I do think that DLC 10, when I look back at these DLC dates, I do think they may have actually intended DLC 10 to be the last one, because remember, that is the one that comes with the End of Z mission, where at the end it says, thank you for playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 or whatever, something along those lines, that made a lot of us think, well, is Xenoverse 2 done? And then we found out we got the free update in celebration of like 6 million sales or something like that. And then in 2021 is when we got our actual next DLC, which was DLC 11. So if you look at the gap between DLC 10 and 11, it is very, reasonable to think that maybe they actually intended for DLC 10 to be the last one, and that's why they put that End of Z mission in there like they actually did. Now, who knows what changed? Maybe it was COVID, maybe it was something else that maybe changed their plans around. We don't know exactly. But again, there was no holiday release in 2020, but that was a bit of a special year and a different year compared to all the rest when it comes to Xenoverse 2. So 2016, holiday release of December. 2017, we had a holiday release in December as well. Same with 18 and same with 19. The only one missing so far is 2020, right? But now we're in 2021. And in 2021, we had a November 5th DLC pack release with DLC 12, again in that holiday season time of November or December. So now we're fast forwarding all the way to DLC 14 in 2022, which came out November 10th of 2022, and again, that was technically DLC 15 for us, because as you see right here, Hero of Justice Pack 1, it's just as far as our counting goes, we are one DLC ahead at this point, because again, the Supreme Kai of Time kind of ruined the DLC count, so we're actually one ahead of what Bandai and Dimps consider, because technically, the Beast Gohan one was DLC 15, but again, for the community, it's DLC 16. So DLC 14 or 15 came out November 10th, 2022. Again, another holiday season release. So literally every single year we have had a holiday release when it comes to Xenoverse 2 DLCs, and I fully expect the same thing to happen this year as well. I mean, it's kind of lining up perfectly if you do think about it, right? Because how many months do we usually get reveals for DLCs? It's usually about 3 months of reveals, right? So if the reveal started in September, that would mean September reveal, October reveal, November reveal, December release, holiday season, just like I said. So again, it's kind of lining up perfectly with how it usually has in the past and how they've handled DLCs, all things like that in the past. So I do expect that we should be seeing, something in regards to this DLC or update, whatever it's going to be, within the next couple of weeks, I would assume. Now, again, this is all speculation. At the end of the day, nothing is confirmed that I'm saying in this video. I'm just going back in time and looking at the past DLCs and showing you how there was a holiday season DLC literally every year since Xenoverse has come out, and I would expect the same would be true for this year in 2023 at the same time. So again, if that does end up being true and we do get a holiday DLC like we have every other year, we should be getting some kind of news for this DLC within the next, I would say at most month, sometime around, like maybe even if it takes till next month's V-Jump to come out for the first information about whatever this next update or DLC is going to be on this game. I do expect it just based off, again, what has happened in the past, but like I said, nothing is confirmed yet at this point in time. So keep that in mind as well. This is all speculation, predictions based off of things and how they happened before. So let me know your guys' thoughts on this down below in the comments. And did you know this about Xenoverse 2 as well? Like, did you know that every single year there has been a holiday release when it comes to DLCs for this game, except that 1 year where the Supreme Kai of Time free update actually was added in? So let me know your thoughts, and if you knew that, down below in the comments. But till next time, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, hope you have a good one. Peace, y'all.